What would you do if the stores closed their doors today? Would you have food? Food insecurity and inflation have become a major problem globally. Many families cannot continue to afford the rising prices as well as deal with supply chain disruptions. I myself have a garden because of these reasons. Having all of our food supplied by the grocery store has left us vulnerable to their availability. So I have a simple solution for this. You need to start a home garden today. Why should you start a home garden today? So that you can be independent from the grocery store and have food when you want it. As of 2024, a report done by Jana Dave stated that over 30% of Americans are in the low food income category, which means they're either food insecure or they don't have enough money to cover food. This is higher in adults than children because children have free or reduced lunches available at school. There's also, according to Feed America, 60% of us in Butler County alone are already receiving food stamp benefits, which is obviously higher than half of us. So if you don't need food, then your neighbor needs food, and a garden will help this. Victory Gardens helped many people during the Great Depression either supplement what they're getting from food stamps or supply most of their food needs in general. If you don't need food, it's even just great exercise and a great hobby to have a garden. So to start, you'll need to start with seeds. You should start with seeds that you actually eat because if you don't eat them now, then you won't eat them when you grow them. You'll need a container for dirt and you'll need dirt. So the container can either be a actual container or the ground, you know. Next, you will plant seeds normally around when the trees start to bud. I had an older gentleman tell me that when the pecan trees start to bud, that's when you need to plant your garden, and that's what I've been doing, and it works perfectly every time. As your plants grow, you'll learn much about them and you'll enjoy watching them grow and tending to them. It's a nice little hobby to have, a nice way to spend time. The best part about having a garden is being able to harvest when you want to harvest. Most produce that is taken to the grocery store is harvested early so that it can be ripe when it gets to the grocery store, which cuts a lot of the nutrition and it cuts a lot of the taste. And so you can decide when your tomato is ready. For example, do you want a nice ripe tomato or a paler one? This has worked in many areas. University of California did a study on urban gardens and how they affect low food income areas. And once they started a garden, the community gathered around it and tended to the garden themselves, which gave them something to be proud of, as well as reducing the need for food. And you may think that, oh, a garden might be hard to do or it might be expensive to do, but it's really not. You can use any containers from anywhere. For example, I have bowls from the dollar store that I have drilled holes into the bottom so that it can drain properly. And I just put dirt in there, put the seeds in there. You can grow like lettuce and stuff in there. And it's not very hard work. You're not, digging into the ground a foot and stuff like that. You can just use containers. It's very easy and it lasts for the growing season. It's nice. So you can imagine your future benefits. Imagine your garden. Imagine picking that wonderful, delicious tomato that you grew yourself. You can control the chemicals in the garden. So whether it's pest control or if you use fertilizer, you control the chemicals that go into your food and you can control the environment around your food. If you don't have a garden, you really don't have a backup for if there is a supply chain disruption or if there is some kind of happenstance where there is no food in the store anymore. So being prepared is a great way to reduce stress. And it also overall healthy lifestyle from having the fresh, readily available produce when you want it and when you need it. The Federal Trade Commission states that consumers felt negative effects of supply chain disruptions with skyrocketing prices, though your garden will fix that. So you should start a garden today. You need to go out and get maybe 2 5-gallon buckets. You need to get a little bit of dirt. You can get normal potting soil. It's about $1 for a large bag. And you can get a tomato seed or a pepper plant and plant it in there and start your new garden today. You can even buy plants and seeds on food stamps if you already are receiving food stamps, and this helps supplement these benefits. And now go enjoy your garden. Thanks.